Starting a 2,000-chapter progression fantasy epic is a massive logistical decision. You are signing up for roughly 200 hours of continuous reading. If you pick the wrong story, you will spend 3 months of your free time trapped with a magic system that bores you or a protagonist you can't stand. Today, we are looking at the 2 stories that consistently dominate recommendation threads and top the global rankings for the entire genre, Reverend Insanity and Lord of the Mysteries. We aren't going to declare one of these objectively better than the other. Instead, we'll break down the exact mechanics of both universes to find which one matches your specific reading endurance and psychological profile. In the first corner, we have Fang Yuan from Reverend Insanity. He is a protagonist defined by a total lack of empathy, prioritizing personal survival and efficiency over any moral code. In the second corner is Klein Moretti from Lord of the Mysteries. He is a man struggling to retain his human identity while being pulled into a world of Lovecraftian horrors and cosmic madness. To make this choice, we need to evaluate these books across 3 distinct criteria: core morality, magic system mechanics, and the world threat level. Your decision on these 3 fronts dictates whether you spend your next 200 hours riding a relentless power fantasy high or navigating a slow-burn psychological thriller. Let's start with morality. Fang Yuan operates on pure, emotionless Machiavellianism. The ends justify every single means he employs. Because he strips away all emotion, he relies on cold logic. There's zero plot armor here. Problems are solved with chilling, brutal rationality. The trade-off is severe. If you require a morally upright protagonist to root for, the sheer ruthlessness of his actions will cause massive reading fatigue. The text does not compromise its darkness for your comfort. Klein Moretti anchors his entire narrative in the opposite direction. He desperately holds on to his humanity and empathy while trapped in an inherently mad world. This results in deep emotional resonance. You get compelling interpersonal relationships, fierce loyalty, and heroic sacrifices. But those ethics carry a heavy cost. Klein's morality severely restricts his tactical options. He is frequently forced into a reactive position, taking heavy beatings because he refuses certain lines. You have to choose your poison here. You either enjoy the unhindered agency of a sociopath, or you root for a morally constrained tragic hero. The power systems reflect these moralities perfectly. The goo system in Reverend Insanity is an entirely external, resource-driven magical economy. Combat here is won before the fight even starts. Victory comes from infinite preparation, refining resources, and hoarding the right goo worms. As a result, battles feel highly transactional. The story prioritizes detailed inventory management over character revelations. The Beyonder pathways in Lord of the Mysteries shift the focus entirely inward. This is an incredible identity-altering magic system. This flowchart illustrates the acting method. To level up, a Beyonder must strictly follow a psychological loop, adopting a persona and absorbing its traits, while retaining humanity. Failing this loop has immediate, catastrophic consequences. The mind fractures, leading to cosmic corruption and permanent madness. To survive this internal threat, Klein must constantly juggle different personas, masking his true self behind layers of deception just to stay sane. The goo system rewards the ultimate strategic economist. The Beyonder system rewards the ultimate resilient psychologist. Surviving in these stories requires entirely different skill sets. The world of Reverend Insanity features brutal clan warfare and factional betrayals that stretch across centuries. Everyone you meet, especially the 10,000-year-old immortal schemers, is actively out for themselves. Navigating these overlapping conspiracies requires constant, exhausting vigilance. Lord of the Mysteries trades the political arena for Victorian steampunk and oppressive Lovecraftian horror. The threat model here is constant paranoia. You live under the gaze of massive, incomprehensible entities. Simply learning the wrong piece of hidden lore can kill you instantly. This specific threat forces the narrative away from traditional action sequences. Characters must prioritize hiding, careful investigation, and gathering microscopic clues to survive. You must decide if you want a world where every side character is an active enemy, or a world where the fabric of reality itself is a passive, maddening threat. Both of these stories are heralded as genre masterpieces. Before you read Chapter 1, you must accept that both carry severe, real-world structural barriers. This graph charts Lord of the Mysteries. Notice the long, flat line representing a 200-chapter prologue before the payoff spikes. Now look at Reverend Insanity. It features a fast ramp-up, but mid-ascent, it hits a dead-end brick wall. That sudden stop happened in the real world. Chinese government censorship resulted in the novel being permanently banned, leaving the story entirely incomplete. Committing to either epic means accepting a massive flaw. You will face either a grueling, slow burn start or a forever unresolved finish. This brings us to your final psychological self-evaluation. It's time to lock in your choice. If you despise moral constraints, demand a hyper-competent protagonist, and want to explore a world optimized by pure logic, Reverend Insanity is your match. If you crave deep lore, Lovecraftian mysteries, emotional arcs, and a protagonist clinging desperately to their humanity, you need to read Lord of the Mysteries. There is no objective winner here. There is only the perfect match for your personal threshold, whether that lies with unrepentant villainy or tragic heroism.